Hello. In today's video I want to talk about another one of my hobbies, which is gardening. And in this case what I'm wanting to do is to plant a flower box with some different herbs that I have collected that are winter sensitive. It is October 26th and I cut these and put them in water about the beginning of October, so it's been just over 3 weeks. And like, this is a creeping rosemary. I don't know if you can see that, but it does have quite a number of roots growing. In the other two bottles I have all the stuff with the red flowers is pineapple sage, and I also have back in the back of this, which is actually a plastic Folgers can, another sage that's called arrowleaf sage that has quite a nice flower. It's grown mainly for its ornamental characteristics than for its herbal characteristics. I also have a couple of different lavenders, but neither of those have started sprouting roots yet, so I'm not going to do those. I am going to put them in the same box back here in the back. The creeping oregano and the arrowleaf sage are going to go on either end of the box because they are both cascading plants. And then the two lavenders and the pineapple sage will go in the central part of the box because they're all uprights. Okay, and with that, I'm going to prepare the box. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff so it's not in the way. And I'll be right back and we'll start getting the box ready and we'll start planting. Okay, so all I've done is just move this potting box up to the front with the plants in the back. And I'm using just a little garden spade to make holes in the potting soil. And this is just regular potting soil from a local nursery. And in case you're wondering, because I am doing this indoors, this is just a little carpet with rubber backing. So I wanted that so it would be an easy cleanup. I can just take it outside and shake it in case any water, and I'm sure some dirt's going to get on it. So now that I've got the potting soil in and I've got some holes dug, I'm going to put the arrowleaf sage on this side and the rosemary on this side. So let me just, there's my arrowleaf sage, and I'm going to trim this down here on the stalk because it's a little bit too big and there's no roots coming out below that. So I'm going to just get some nippers and cut that. Okay, I'm back. I didn't have my nippers handy, so these are just some Fisker pruning shears. Chuck that in the garbage. Make sure I've got this deep enough to get all the roots in here. Looks like I do. Nope, I didn't quite have that deep enough. Okay. You do want to make that firm, but not too firm that you break these roots. Stuff that's rooted in water like this, the roots are very fragile and easy to break. That's why a lot of people don't like to do rooting in water like this. But it is fairly easy for some plants to root this way to get extras. Next I'm going to put in one of my pineapple sage starts. So let me fish one of those out. I'm actually going to get one. Oh, it looks like they're all blooming. They do tend to bloom in the wintertime. October is about their peak. What I'm going to have to do is take this whole set out to tease these apart. They have quite a lot of very healthy roots. use. And this one, it's kind of growing on a curve. I don't know that you can see that. So I'm going to lay it in at a sort of an angle so I can get as many of those roots down in the dirt as possible. But I also don't want to take up space for where my eventual plantings of the, that looks good, lavenders are going to be. So I'll just move that in like so. Make sure all the little rootlets are covered up. Okay. Looks good. I'm saving space on purpose in between the plants for my lavenders. Oops, and there went some dirt. So see, it's a good thing I had this little carpet here. It's also handy to have next to you a little garbage can that you can put any other, like these leaves that are dead, etc. in. And finally, on the other end, I'm going to just dig down in here and put my rosemary. Let's see if I've got a good healthy one of those. That looks good. Okay. The ones I'm not using, I'm just setting aside right now, and then I'll put them back in the bottle with fresh water. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Okay, so here's my new planter box with, this is an arrowleaf sage, pineapple sage, and a creeping rosemary. And in the next video, I hope I will have some starts of 2 different types of lavender to go in between these next to my pineapple sage. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.